This is my disc destroyer. It's a mean little machine with one job, testing grinding discs. With so many grinding discs and countless reviews, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. This is where the disc destroyer comes in. It cuts through the noise, delivering real results. No bias, no sponsorships, just cold hard tests. Grinding discs can face a lot of real-world challenges, like high and low pressures, hot and cold materials, and of course, fast and slow speeds. This machine tests it all, so that we can finally find the truth in the reviews. Today I am testing the Benchmark Abrasives Fiber Disc. Coming in at just 88 cents, it has a lot of favorable reviews online. Like this person who said the disc was great for grinding down welds. But can a disc that's less than $1 really be this good? Especially with others saying that it doesn't stay sharp for very long. We're gonna have to test these discs to find out. Let me break this down for you. Each disc will be grinding this test bar to see how much it can remove within 20 minutes time. This will chart out its story and tell us exactly how this disc behaves based on how much material it removes at any given point. But if the disc stops effectively grinding the bar, or just straight up disintegrates, the test is over. Let's begin. I started my tests by attaching a 4-pound weight to my rig. This is roughly the weight of the grinder. When the test started, the disc removed material at a very subdued rate. A little over 2.5 minutes into the test, I noticed that barely any material was being removed from our coupon. So I ended the test. When it was all said and done, I measured just over 1 inch of material removed. These results have me wondering, how are so many people getting better results from this disc? I can't even say it had a strong start like this reviewer mentioned. There must be a better answer. Next, I decided to test this reviewer's experience grinding down their welds. So I preheated the first few inches of the coupon to replicate a fresh hot weld. I was hopeful this would give me the results I wanted, but the disc only did marginally better. I did notice a much stronger start, but it fell off just as quickly. After ending the test, I measured a measly 1/4 of an inch more removed than before. This barely even registers on our graph as a visual difference. These discs stopped removing material because they were glazing, so I'm gonna have to change a test variable to overcome this and hopefully get some 5-star results. So I added more pressure to my rig, doubling the weight from 4 pounds to 8. And when I ran the test again with the room temperature coupon, the results were nearly identical. After just 2 minutes, the disc was able to eat just over 1 inch of metal before completely stalling. The higher pressure gave the disc a good start, but it couldn't outrun the glazing. All that was left was to test a simulated hot weld at this pressure and see if that would give this disc a hot start and prevent total glazing. So I added the heat and the disc started cutting much faster, so I let it keep going. But this victory was short-lived. This disc started to glaze and quickly was headed toward the same fate as the last test. 3 minutes in and I had to end it. This disc was able to remove about 3 inches of material in this test, but none of them were able to make it much further than a couple minutes. So what can we take away from this? These results align much more with the critical reviews, not even lasting 5 minutes before glazing. Really, no matter what you do, this disc will not last longer than 3 minutes, and will struggle to cut more than 3 inches. This reviewer was spot on when they said the disc was underwhelming during the middle and end of its lifespan. But this disc is also less than $1, which could be contributing to its plentiful 5-star reviews. If you'd like to see the data I've collected for this disc, as well as the other discs in these tests, I've posted them at the Fireball Forum, linked in the description. I'm gonna keep posting more and more of these test videos, so stay tuned to find the truth in the reviews. And if you're wondering why I built the rig the way I did, how it works, and what it's all about, I have a video that goes into great detail that you should check out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.